Oh shit! Oh, hey guys. Sorry. I was packing all my orders from this weekend. This weekend's been great. Been pretty solid, can't complain. But if you're new here, my name's Kevin, the Stoic Reseller. I'm a part-time reseller with a full-time life. I buy and sell new and used clothing and sell it on eBay and Poshmark. If you're interested in this stuff, please like, subscribe, comment below, and share my videos. In this video, I do this every Monday, including Christmas. Hey, but I do this not to gloat or to be, showing. I don't want people to feel bad. I do this primarily to show you, one, good profitable clothing brands that sell and sell quickly on a weekly basis, and two, to be completely and honest and transparent with how everything goes as a part-time reseller. And if you're curious about the whole business aspect, I break down as many numbers as humanly possible. I also will be breaking down weekly eBay news, Poshmark news, and I will also be doing some other videos that we're gonna figure out as we go. But let's jump right into this. We're not gonna waste any more time. Yes, if anyone noticed, I got a haircut. I'm bald. That's why I always wear this hat. But I got this nice beard trimmed. I mean, look at this thing. It looks so nice. Oh, ooh. Yeah, I can't wait to get like a full Manchu or something. Anyways, all right, guys. So the first thing I'd like to show is my metrics. I have also 10 sales that I'm going to show you, the top 10 for last week. We're going to actually first start with this thing way over here. Woo! All right, so this is something new to this series. This is going to show you the entire breakdown of last week's sales. It's going to show you my total profit, my cost of goods, my average sales costs, everything, percentage of total profit. So let's break this down, guys. You're going to see here on eBay, I had 35 sales this past week. Remember, guys, I'm part-time. I think I timed myself once. It takes me like 24 hours a week, okay? So we have 35 sales for an average selling cost of $44.78, and that is all in for shipping and everything, for $1,567.40. Cost of goods has gone down to $9.82 because I've become more aware of that. That cost me $343.70 for those 35 items. My average sales costs on eBay, which includes eBay fees, shipping, and anything like that. I think they include like the taxes and stuff like that. It's really strange what they add in there. But I'm down under 30%, which is exactly where I want. That is my fourth quarter number, so I'm actually hoping that it stays there with some slight fluctuations. And I understand that the percentage there will go up or down based on my average cost or my average sales numbers, but under 30% for a used clothing reseller is pretty solid. If you watch anyone else's channels, sometimes those are as high as 50%. So that cost me $459.25 just to do shipping and eBay costs. So my profit is $764.45. That is 48.77% of my total sales, but you have to factor in your taxes. The way I do it, just to be safe, is I take 15% on my total sales, which is $235.11, which leaves me a net profit of $529.34, which is 33.70% of my overall sales. And that is clean money. That is money going straight into my pocket. That's added money every week. Now, we're going to go into Poshmark. Now, Poshmark is a fickle beast. However, you can see here, it is... Ooh, I got a new offer. We'll take a look at that. You can see total sales is 28. Poshmark just about kept up with eBay. Okay, guys? Something I want you guys to realize, though, is you'll see there, 28 for 811. Poshmark does not charge shipping to me. Like, I don't have to collect it, so it's not going to reflect in my total sales numbers. However, you can see that it's $28.96 is my total average sales when you factor everything into it, which comes out to $811. My cost of goods is the same at $9.82, cost me $274.96. The other interesting thing about Poshmark is I don't have to worry about promoted fees, which I don't have on eBay. I don't have to worry about shipping fees. I don't have to worry about anything else. They just have a 20% all-inclusive final value fees. Pretty spendy, I understand that. But you can see here, it's $162.20. It's a far difference from the $343.70 and just 7-item difference. So the numbers do get skewed, but that's why I give you percentages, guys. So my profit is $373.84, which is 46.1%. You can see there that was about a 2.6% difference overall in actual profit being less than eBay. 15% taxes of $121.65, which leaves us a net profit of $252.19, which is 31.1%. So if you guys are not familiar with my goals, my total net profit I want is 33% of my total sales. But right now, I'm not really factoring Poshmark into my goals overall. What I've been selling on Poshmark has been like the underbelly of my inventory. I've been selling a lot of stuff that's sat on eBay, and it's been amazing, guys. It's been awesome. I can't complain at all. And you can see here I had a total items sold of 63 for the last week, which is, it's still less than what I want. I want to get to that peak where I'm listing and selling an equal amount, if not selling a little bit more to try to get my inventory down. If you're also unfamiliar, I list 10 items per day. So you can see I'm about 7 off. Not bad, considering this is the week of Christmas. Typically, Christmas Day, New Year's Day is really bad for me. And, you know, actually this whole week is supposed to be really bad. But you can see here, I made $781.53 of clean money. That's after taxes, cost of goods, fees, shipping, everything. $781.53. Guys, for reference, that's twice my student loan payment. Let's just put it that way. You know, so that was what I initially did this for. So now I'm creating double that every week. And so if you're curious, guys, on how this business may work and may not work, this is how it works. This is how reselling is supposed to work before eBay really did their thing. Now, I've had a great week on eBay. Let's not kid ourselves. But this number, like I said, I've been doing $2,100 to $2,300 a week in sales on eBay. This was the slowest week, so I can't complain too much. But let's get this out of the way. Let's get into our metrics here. Let's check out that offer. Let's see how lowball you get. No, that's not terrible. Let's see, $80. I typically counter at 10% off, but I'll go down to 70. Slightly more than 10%. So we'll just get back to that summary page here. Oh, what? Selling page, my bad. Okay. So let's go to my, yeah. I don't think I want that. Actually, I will give you an update. So my goal overall between eBay, actually just on eBay, because I just recently started selling on Poshmark, was to hit 100,000 this year in total sales, guys. So we'll do this year. This will be the last video you see. So this, I might go up and down. After this video, I'll also be putting both my stores on vacation mode because I will be heading to Michigan to visit my grandmother. So you can see here, I had 106,686.65 as the timing of this video, with about, I don't know, 6 days to go. And yeah, I mean, everything's up about 35% year over year. But I want to be true and honest with you guys. I've been more consistent this year, and I've been listing higher quality and more items on average per day than I was all of last year. So I don't want to skew. I don't want you to believe that, oh my God, eBay's working for me. I've been facing the same struggles everyone else has, especially since June. And just so you guys understand, I don't promote. And this next screen will show you the God's honest truth about it. So I'm not hiding anything you see here. I stopped promoting on December 4th. And you can see every day this is my impressions every day. They're pretty, I would say on an average, pretty consistent around, I would say probably more or less here. Impressions around 17 to 18,000 impressions with a page view of around 340 to 400. And you can see here's Christmas. It's been way down. I've only had 2 sales today. I don't really, it's fine. It's all fine. It's all fine. Just pretend the world's burning. Also, please don't mind the mess behind me. We are packing. And so we have a bunch of laundry we're doing, and I just kicked the wife out to get this video done. So forgive me. Page views, you can see we are completely down. This is month over month, and it's really bad. But I can't really say sales have tanked. This was to be expected. To be completely honest with you guys, this was to be completely expected. But what isn't expected is on the 18th, I had the first 0 sales day I have ever had since the start of my reselling journey. Within the first 6 months, I had a 0 sales day. But since then, in over 3 years, haven't had a single day with 0 sales. So I don't know what happened. But you can see here, 3 days later, I had the best day I've had all year. 12 sales. That was an insane day. But you can see here, everything's down. I don't think I have a single thing up. We'll look here. My total impressions in the top 20 is 18.6. Rest of my search slot is 44. My non-search impressions month over month is 37.3. You can see the drastic KO of my numbers. But like I said, guys, when you kill your promoted listings, this is what you need to expect. So I'm just hoping that I can get out of this eventually, because starting reporting on January 4th is when I'll have more accurate numbers to share with you as a month over month. All right, now we can show you Poshmark summary. This month, Poshmark really doesn't let me, they don't have a good way I can filter this better. But if you're curious, I just went here and did the numbers, and then you can do listings sold. But you can see in in the month of December, I have had 2,570 items, or $2,570 in total sales, with 86 sold listings. Guys, one thing I want to stress, and for those of you who think, oh, why are you paying for a cross-listing platform and then paying higher final value fees on another platform? Why don't you just promote the difference? One, I'm going to be extremely blunt with you guys. That is an idiotic and completely ill-informed opinion. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments section. But I guarantee you one thing. If you are relying solely on eBay, you are living a dangerous life, because you've seen what eBay has done. Go watch some YouTube videos. There are some people doing amazing, okay? Typically, those are everything sellers. That is what I have noticed. If someone is selling just about a little bit of everything, they're doing great. Or those people are promoting at a 5% or higher rate. And for reference, guys, if you're listing in the used clothing category, when I go to list an item on eBay, it suggests 11.7% as the promoted rate. So no, if I want to get the same views that I'm getting for free on Poshmark with a 7.5% increase, or no, 6.5% increase on final value fees, it just isn't going to happen. I'm not going to get $2,570 in total sales on eBay. It just isn't going to happen. It doesn't matter how much I promote. And the reason for this, guys, is there's a different clientele on Poshmark. And I've come to realize this over this month. Some items get more acknowledgement, views, likes, everything. I get more action on Poshmark than I do on eBay on average. There's no way for me to physically show you that, but the amount of people who are liking my items, sharing my items, the amount of offers I get are all high in excess of eBay right now. And the items that are doing that are my items that I would have assumed would sell on eBay. They have sales on eBay, but they're not getting traction because maybe I don't promote. I have no idea. But eBay is not performing to the same standard that Poshmark is. And to be fair, and if you guys really want to get here the interesting argument, you saw I had 7 sales less than I did on eBay on Poshmark within the same week. And guess who has the bigger client base? That would be eBay. So to me, it's worth the small extra cost to cross-list. I'm paying the difference, basically. If I was to promote on eBay, I'm paying those fees. I'm paying to cross-list and the extra fees on Poshmark. But the real benefit here, guys, is I'm insulating myself between any idiocy from eBay, which they've proven to not be consistent and to not be trusted. But I also insulate myself from Poshmark at the same time because I'm maintaining both accounts coherently together. So let's get into the top 10, guys. Enough with my stupid rant. Starting with the #1 sold item this week was a Johnny Was sweater. This was a cashmere full zip hoodie. You can see it was very beautiful. This was on a new rack. This would not have been something I typically look for. Here's the tag. I do women's clothing. I used to do it a lot more than I do now. But because I am looking at it more because of Poshmark, I've started to slowly and gradually get back into the women's category. This, in fairness, had complete and utter attention on Poshmark. I was getting lowball offers, though. Someone came in and bought this full price. The next item. Whoa, it's a hard good. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So anyways, this is a Sonos Play 1. So when I first started, if you haven't watched my origin story, I guess is what some people are calling it, I used to sell hard goods. I used to sell them all the time. Now I only look at kind of smaller items, things that'll ship in a smaller box, or maybe like at most a medium flat rate box is what I'm typically looking for. And I find them on occasion. This would have been found at my local thrift store, and I paid about $14 and change, but I averaged all that into my average cost of $9.82. This sold the next day, and I believe I took... Oh, here, we could take a look here. Orders. Last week. Does it tell me what I took? $75 offer. I know, that's unprofessional. I should have figured that out by now. But if you're not curious, this was... If you were curious, this was in immaculate condition. Sonos is an excellent brand. Some of the things you want to do, that I do, if you're curious, is I definitely take pictures of the plug prongs because a lot of times those are crushed. I like to make sure that I get a clear picture of the bottom or where any of the information is located. You know, I like to make sure that every angle of the item is depicted in pictures. Moving on. A Nike backpack. I saw this at one of the thrift stores I go to. This was behind their counter. They wanted $20 for this. This actually cost me a lot to ship. I was a bit surprised. I had to go through FedEx just to get it down to $25. So this was brand new with tags. This would have... My ambition for this came from my Ross days. I used to buy and sell things from Ross all the time. It was an interesting experience, and it has definitely gave me an affinity for certain items. This was one of them. I knew immediately USA Track and Field gear from Nike is very sought after. This was new with tags. It was at a decent price. So I got $69.97 plus $10 shipping. The next is a little... not a little brand, but it's a lesser known golf brand. I've only found it a few times, but I think it's called Macade or Macade. Roast me in the comments. I don't care. But it is an excellent golf brand. This is one of the higher ones that I have been able to locate. High quality. Someone bought this. It only took a few days to sell. That seems to be the theme on eBay anymore. I don't get a whole lot of sales that are super old anymore. I get it within a week. This item was listed for about 4 days. But you can see, sold for $54.97 plus shipping. And if you're curious, here's the logo. It seems very bland. Very unassuming would be the best word there, I guess. Here is a great brand. This is Built. I own pieces of this brand personally. Slowly but surely, I'm getting rid of mine in favor of this brand here. This is Origin. And you see that little swoosh. If you find this in the thrift store, guys, Origin is also an amazing brand. Buy it. It will sell. Built, however, is just an excellent brand in general. If you're new to reselling, you're going to want to look for their bottoms and jackets. Their shirts do okay. And they actually have hooded Henleys, which do also really well. If you're curious, this is the label. This is what it's going to look like. A lot of times it will tell you exactly what the item is. So, oh, look, I had a sale. We'll look at that here in a bit. But yeah, that sold. I would have probably taken a $45+ off on that. This also probably sold for around $45 to $47. Lululemon, if you're curious, Lululemon sells great. A lot of times their their gear, their clothing will never have like an interior tag. So one thing you want to look for is you want to look for their logo on their pants and shorts. Their logos are going to be over here. If it's like their activewear shorts, this logo will be printed somewhere on the bottom of the left leg, and that goes for women's clothing as well, like their leggings or their joggers. That logo will typically be on the bottom near the left leg and like calf area. My rule though for Lululemon, because it's such a flooded and saturated market, if I cannot locate the style number, which you will find in one of the pockets, typically their shirts, you will never find it. You just have to kind of, if you've been in the game a while, you know exactly what their shirts are called. If you don't, it's really hard, guys. You can go onto Lulu Fanatics, which is a website, and like do some keyword searches, try to match it up. They have good pictures there. But typically I do this. You just do this from the LM to the S here. Type that into Google. It'll give you exactly what it is. It'll give you the exact material. And what I mean by material when it comes to Lululemon is this warp stream. You're definitely going to want that. You're also going to want to know what the fit is, because this is important. And that goes with really any garment, but Lululemon specifically, if you want to get the high dollar amount, you need to be very specific with the material and the fit. Bird Dogs. This is a brand I very rarely ever find. These feel amazing, and I actually kind of want to buy a pair for myself, but I just don't know when I'd ever wear them. So let me find here we go. You're going to see this inside. Very rarely will you ever see an interior tag. What you will need to look for is on the back waist area. You're going to see this little bird. Also, what I hope most of you who sell in clothing have an affinity for is the feel of a fabric. These feel super great, guys. They have a liner. That's what you see there. So, yeah. Again, $45 to $47. I typically don't go much lower than that on these type of items. What? More Nike? What do you mean? Stoic? What do you mean? You're selling Nike? How do you get $50 for Nike? I see this all the time in my thrift stores. Well, yeah, no shit. Everyone does. But I am the king of selling Nike. That's probably a lie, but I definitely feel like I sell the shit out of it. I definitely know what good Nike feels like because, like I said, part of my back history was I did Ross sales. And I did Ross sales for the longest time. And so you have to learn, typically, what is a good Nike piece and what isn't a good Nike piece. So you can see here, this is their Tech Fleece jogger. This was in great condition. I mean, this felt brand new. You can see this probably was brand new. But I mean, if you're curious how to tell a good Nike piece, what I recommend is go to your local thrift store, go through their activewear and pick out every single Nike piece. Go to the materials tag and look underneath, and you're going to see this tag. Go into eBay. You can do this on eBay, straight on eBay. Type in Nike 805162, and that will bring you everything with a style number of that, and you can see the sell-through rate. You can see the prices. What I'm telling you right now, excuse me, if you're curious, some Ace Mango hard cider. It's really good. This is the only way I can for sure tell you guys exactly how to locate good Nike, because you're going to want to do this with every piece until you understand what good Nike feels like, because there's good Nike that feels completely different. Also, they have cross brands that are different feeling, but also look completely different. One of those is Nike Trail. Sometimes you'll come across a piece that is completely like a famous designer or a famous brand that Nike crosses over with. Those are always really expensive, and you should get those as well. Moving on, I got $49.97 plus shipping for that. Here's a brand you probably won't find very often. This is Fjallraven. The struggle with this, and this is something that I wish you guys would also understand about clothing, especially nowadays in today's market. There's no interior tags on this. I looked and looked, it was cut out. So what I had to do was basically just kind of scour the internet for the keywords that I saw here and try to match it up. Fortunately, I was able to figure it out. This was the Abisco 12-inch G1000 cargo short. Bam. If I didn't have the style name, this would have sold for 30 bucks. Don't believe me? Look it up yourself. Sold this for probably around $42 to $45, and this did not take very long. And it's also the middle of December. Well, it's towards the end of December now, and I'm selling shorts, guys. Is that another Nike? Is that another Nike? I have people tell me that I'm lying about my sales of Nike. I don't know what to tell you guys, but you're all fucking idiots who are telling me that Nike doesn't sell for you. Because you have to know exactly the Nike that sells. Again, crappy size. Size 30 is a terrible size for men's. Not the worst. I mean, it sells. This sold within a week. You can see here it's sold probably around $40 to $43. I'm too lazy to go look at it real quick. But you can see here, you take a front, take it back, make sure to get all the Nike. One thing you do need to know about Nike is if this logo is damaged or not visible, odds are you shouldn't buy it. Just putting that out there. One other thing is make sure, this may seem stupid, but make sure the drawstring caps are all on there. If these are damaged in any way, you're not going to get top dollar. And I've come to find out, people really get pissed off. So make sure those are always on there. And again, here's the label and that underneath with the tag. And I would have used you can see here in the title, DH366. This is also something you should be doing with Nike, is using that in the title. But yeah, guys, that is it. Maybe I'll show you some other things here. I had a whole combo order here. This was exactly $100 all in for 3 pairs of shorts. Here's Tracksmith. These were actually about 20% off at $50 a piece. So the person paid $40 plus like $12 in shipping. Tracksmith is an amazing brand as well, guys. But yeah, I mean, it's really good. Like I said, I show you the how do I show that? Let's look here. Waiting shipment. Can I show this? There we go. I don't want to dox my freaking buyer. This is women's size 2. Really terrible size. But you can see here, this wasn't accepted on a best offer. $34.97 plus $6 in shipping. It's a good sale. These were also basically brand new. I would have got these at the thrift store, and I vividly remember these because they only wanted like $7. at full price. And I wasn't going to leave this behind regardless of how crappy the size was. Paid off. And then you'll see here the last thing I'm going to show you guys is if you're curious how to send offers. No one's watching at this point anyways, I know. You can see here a J-Press shirt and some Lululemon shorts. And I always start at 10%. But yeah, guys, let me know down in the comment section. Do you like these videos? Are they helpful to you? Do you learn anything? Are my numbers shit? Because I think they're actually pretty solid for a part-time reseller. I'm not looking here to be getting thousands of dollars a week yet. Maybe when the time comes to become full-time, that'll be different. But yeah, guys, Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, share my videos, and until the next video, which won't be for a while because I'm going on vacation, rule the day.